My name is Vujicic, founder and president of the nonprofit organization Life Without Limbs, motivational speaker, go around and share messages of hope and love to as many teenagers as possible. High school who looked at me one day and he said that I'm going to be a speaker, and I said, "You're crazy." I said, "What do you think I'm going to share?" He said, "You're going to share your story," but I didn't feel like I had one. And in my life, I just felt, that there was a greater purpose, and I didn't yet find it. So I'm really thankful that he inspired me, and now it's been traveled around the world, and just bringing people hope. Through faith, family, and friends, I really believe that everyone can overcome all adversities, and just being thankful. Our nonprofit, it's a faith-based ministry, if you will, where I go and talk about my faith in God and believing in heaven and how that helps me. And then we also try and help the poor and needy all around the world through it as well.
My name's Henry Rodriguez. I'm a technician here at Arborview. The way he showed his challenges in life and how he was able to overcome them, and I think was really effective with his periods of humor, mixing it in with the seriousness of the situation, because I feel that helped convey it better to the younger students, because we had a lot of freshmen and sophomores here, and I feel that the humor and the laughing allowed them to be more open to it as opposed to being closed. Personally, I think it makes me want to go out and just, when he told the story about how he said if one person insulted him that day, he was done, but that one person actually complimented him, I want to go out and I just want to start giving compliments to people, because maybe I don't know what they're going through. Maybe that compliment could do the same thing for them. They won't care what those other 12 people say.
He made a big impact on all of our lives. He was a very powerful speaker, and it's hard just being born like that, and he made the most out of it.
I think it was really great, and I think it really made an impact on our school and the bullying here, and I think it was important because it really showed his faith through what he talked about and how he was passionate about his religion and to stand strong for what we believe in. And personally affected me faith-wise because it's important to stand strong in our faith, and he showed us that through his message, and he also showed us that we shouldn't give up on ourselves, and we should, just stand strong.
It's my privilege and pleasure to be here in Las Vegas in the school. I am originally from Australia. Anyone want to go to Australia one day? Yeah. It's a great country. My wife and I and our 2-year-old son, we live in Los Angeles. And actually, we are honored to have my wife kind of here present. Everyone, welcome my wife. She's over there. She'll wave so you know who she is. That I have, found a secret in life where everything is perfect. That's not me. I want you to know that there are many ups and downs in our life. You see my foot? Ups and downs, ups and downs. And I love my foot. I've got 2 toes. I can do the peace sign, peace. And I can actually type 43 words a minute on a normal computer, and after 2 cups of coffee, 53 words a minute. And I drive on a wheelchair here. I've got a BMW tag on the back of it, and I'm gonna put neon lights underneath it, and get a big stereo system. And those cars that have hydraulic systems, like suspension and stuff? Can you imagine a wheelchair going down the street, going boom, boom? Which is so cool. But I grew up in Australia. My doctors don't know why I was born this way. My parents don't know why I was born this way. And Lady Gaga doesn't know why I was born this way. And sometimes in life, things happen that don't make sense, that you can't control, that you can't change, that you can't erase. But the big choices that we can make is, who you are today, and who you're going to be, and where you're going. And for me as a kid, people come up to me and say, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm like, I don't know. What am I going to say? A fireman? Like, I'm like the worst fireman in the world. You know, like, I don't even know if I'm going to get married. And, you know, I'm thinking, wait a second, what job am I going to get? And, you know, kids would come up to me and make me sort of feel uncomfortable at times. And when kids come up to me, one of them went up to me and said, what happened? And I went up to him and I said, cigarettes. He's never been smoked. So in life, there are many, many different difficulties and different choices that we have to make. And my mom and dad always said, you know, be thankful for what you have. And on this little foot of mine, I'm so thankful for my foot. I love soccer. And I was playing soccer one day, and when you put a full-size soccer ball next to me, it's halfway my height. And so my friend was getting ready to kick it to me. And so I'm like nervous. He's like, are you ready? And he's like way back. And I know he's going to kick it really hard to me. And I'm like, dude, this thing can really damage me, right? And so he's getting ready, and I'm like nervous. My palms are sweating, my knees were shaking. And he gets ready and he goes, boom, boom, like this. And this ball's coming at him like a homing missile, right? You know when something's coming for you and you know it doesn't matter where you're going, you'll tell you something. I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you're going through. But I know one thing, that the decision to never give up is the best decision that you'll ever make in your life. And I know deep down, we all just want someone to be able to understand what we're going through. Sometimes we don't even realize how much we really want a father who can actually say, I'm proud of you, son. Sometimes we can't even understand the need within us for someone to just look us in the eyes and say, you're beautiful just the way that you are. My parents told me that they loved me, but I actually went through a depression because of the students at school bullying at me and calling me names. And I'm not here for you to feel sorry for me at all. In fact, I'm not going through anything more difficult than you. I actually believe it's worse being in a broken home than having no arms and legs. You can have arms and legs but be disabled on the inside. Fear of what people think of you, fear of the future, fear that your past is going to determine your future. I want you to know right here, right now, that you're beautiful just the way that you are. Girls, you're beautiful, and you boys, you're men. Let me ask you, do you think I'm good enough to be your friend? Am I cool enough to be my friend? Are you sure? Yeah. But I have no arms and legs. Are you still going to be my friend? Yeah. So you're telling me that it actually doesn't matter about how I look? Well, you didn't ask me any other questions whether I'm cool enough. Nick, do you say the F word? Nick, do you do drugs? Nick, do you tease people? Are you part of a cool group? Are you in a gang? Do you bully people? How smart are you? How are your grades? You didn't ask me that. You didn't ask me my career. You didn't ask me about anything. And you already know that I have no arms and legs, but it actually doesn't matter. And the question to you today is, if it actually doesn't matter for how we look, then why do we kill ourselves? Because we're so upset about what everyone thinks, and we're so upset, I wish I was taller, I wish I was shorter, I wish I was more cool, I wish I was more popular, I wish I had this, and I wish I had that. Now listen. I want you to know today that you are not a mistake. And your life, with the ups and downs, I had a choice. Am I going to give up or get up? And I want to tell you right now, don't worry about what other people think of you. You don't have to be someone you're not. Be the best you that you can be. You don't need to be me, and I don't need to be you. And I don't want you to change me. I want you to accept me the way that I am. Does that make sense? And if someone is not my friend because of how I look, then guess who's got the issue? Me or them? Now, to me, the biggest war that you'll ever have is in the mind. Because we're crippled by fear. Let me show you what courage is. I'm going to jump off the table and do a backflip and then land on the stage, okay? On the floor. Okay, you ready? I want to show you what fear is. Ready? Girls, are you ready? Boys, are you ready? Here we blessed beyond anything that I can ever describe in words to have Kanae as my wife, have our son Kiyoshi. I love him so much. We're pregnant with the second one, 16 weeks pregnant. We are so happy. In 2013, and I don't lie, I don't exaggerate, in 2013 I met with 13 presidents. I spoke at 5 national governments. I had crowds as large as 110,000 people and the largest TV live audience of 270 million people watching live in the world. In 1 year, in 17 weeks of travel, we reached 400 million people on TV for 1 hour. Because I've never seen it done anywhere else. I want to get to know your school so quickly. I want to be able to become someone who brings everything that I've said into reality.